The next comment or question comes from @TheRealEJ Cruz. I have an HP laptop and a Samson Meteor microphone USB. I use Cakewalk and no sound comes out when I record. I tried this method of fixing the audio, but nothing works. Anything else I can do? All right. And this is referring to a video that I made probably about no sound or anything like that. So, all right, if you're in Cakewalk and you're noticing that your sound device is just not working and you have another device you're using like a USB mic, like this is a USB microphone, and it can run as an audio source or I can run just direct signal into a mixer. So right now I have the XLR cable plugged directly into a mixer, but it does have a USB-C cable that I can plug directly into it and use it as an interface. So if you're going to use a USB microphone, then what you need to know is that your USB microphone is a sound source. So it is recording and playing back to sound. So like on this microphone, there's a headphone jack where I can listen to the sound coming from the computer because it works just like an interface, an audio interface. When you're in driver settings, assuming that you are seeing your playback time and master up here in your recording time master. So for you, let's go to devices. So for devices, you should see, like I have my Zoom checked. You should see that Samson checked. And if you don't see the Samson check, that means that your playback and recording needs to be adjusted. So mine is set to ASIO because this Zoom uses ASIO. I need to keep it on ASIO, which is the best drivers for this. But if I didn't have that and I was using this microphone does not work with ASIO, I believe. And otherwise, I would see the option up here, but I don't have it plugged in right now. If my Zoom wasn't working, or if I wasn't using my Zoom and I was using this microphone, then I might keep it on ASIO if that works, or I might switch to Wasabi. So you just kind of play around with these driver modes and make sure you got it set on the right one that works for you. You will know if it's working when you see those devices pop up. Now, if the device pops up, but you can't click on it, what you have to do is uncheck everything else first and then click on it. And if you see your Samson is enabled in the input and it's enabled in the output, or maybe you just want to use it as an input and you only want to use your internal sound card as an output, you can do that too as well. Once you have that set up, then you should see playback for your drivers. So the playback will be set to that, and then you can set the recording to that. If all of that is set up, then it's just a matter of making sure that your master is set to whatever the output is. So in this case, if it's your Samson, then it'll be set to the Samson. It might be set on none. So you just want to make sure you got it set to something. Okay. And as far as recording, you just want to make sure that you're getting a signal. So make sure your input is set. If you're not sure how to do that, normally when you add a track, you can do Control-T. You can right click, insert audio track. And then you want to go down to your input. Looks like a little I. And you want to say Zoom. For me, you might say Samson. You might see Samson left, Samson right. You might see Samson stereo. All right. So you want to click on that, set it to the right channel, enable record, and you should be getting a signal. Then after that, it's pretty easy to record. You just press record. As long as you're seeing something show up. Yeah. All right. As long as you're seeing something else. So, as long as you're seeing something show up, then that should fix the issue. You know that you're getting sound up. Yeah. Now, if I see audio here and I know I recorded something, but I'm still not hearing anything, then it could be a few things. It could be one, you don't have headphones plugged into your microphone. So I can record it. I can see the audio, but if I don't have headphones plugged directly into my microphone, I'm not going to hear it. Or the output is not set for my internal sound card. And if I don't have it set for that output, I'm not going to hear it anything. I'm just going to hear it it's going to be set to only work for the microphone. Sometimes you can't do 2 different devices at one time. So you might want to be, mindful of that. So like I can't have my USB-C hooked up and be, using the signal from here in Cakewalk and then trying to use a Zoom at the same time. It might work, but you might have issues there, and it may be where it is. They're fighting for the attention of Cakewalk. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but hopefully it did. And another thing is, if you have the output set to your microphone, then great. Use the headphone jack, plug the headphone jack, and you should be hearing the sound from your mic. If you have it set on the internal sound card, then you might want to, like I said, switch it down here. Make sure that you got it set up right there, and you should be good to go. Or if you are recording input from the mic, but you have the output set for your internal sound device, make sure you plug headphones into your computer. You might have headphones and you might be like, oh, that's why I'm not hearing no sound, because I don't have everything plugged up. Even though you should hear it from your laptop speakers built in, if you have laptop speakers built in, and or if you have it going to little speaker monitors, then you should be hearing it from there too as well. All right, so I hope this helps.